I have to admit right off the bat, I did not finish watching Fairy Tail for multiple reasons. The main one being that I just couldn't finish it. I have to admit, I have not read Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest. I'm not sure where this came from. I just woke up like a couple hours ago and they just came into my head, so I want to get them out of my brain, because one thing I don't do, I don't get the things that are in my brain out, so it piles up and it's pissing me off. The first one, obviously we've got to start with the main characters. The first one is the child of Natsu and Lucy. I did go into detail about how his magic works, but not as into detail about how he looks, so that I can give myself more creative freedom. His magic is elemental magic. He can create creatures from the 4 elements: fire, earth, water, and air. His magic only works when he touches one of the 4 elements. It cannot work if he's touching a man-made material like concrete or steel. Air is the easiest for him to use because it's everywhere. Fire is the hardest for him to use, ironically, since his dad is Natsu, because he would have to create fire during the fight, and if you're not a fire mage, it's kind of hard. Imagine you've got a lighter and you're trying to light it and you're running around and jumping around, it would keep going out. So technically fire is the hardest element for him to use. This could be circumvented by him carrying around these little lacrimas he has in like a little pouch. So if he needs to use fire at some point, he can just touch the fire lacrima and he can make a monster out of that. His magic is essentially Lucy's summoning magic. Well, it's not summoning, but he's like creating like these elemental monsters. He's summoning them out of the elements. With the fire element, that's like his dad. You know, it's like a mixture between them. You know, it's not exactly, because fairy tale magic isn't necessarily hereditary every time, but I still wanted to give them magic that is similar to their parents, so you know who's who. For his personality, I imagine he's quite nerdy. He's a bit of a nerd. He's a writer, remember? Natsu's a nerd. If Natsu existed in real life, he would have gotten bullied in high school. Natsu and Lucy would be the nerd couple. I'm sorry. He's always eating food. He's kind of dumb. He's like, not like the smart nerd. He's like the guy that just gets bullied. The other guys would make fun of him because he's like naive and dumb and like happy all the time. But the people who aren't mean would like him a lot. You know, he's like the popular, unpopular kid. You've got the popular kid who would be like Grey, and you got like the unpopular popular kid. That's Natsu. That's how I think of it anyways. I think their son would be kind of nerdy. He'd be really book smart, and because his magic is elemental magic, maybe he reads a lot about like elements and the environment. Very conscious about keeping the environment good and healthy. It's always good to have a message about taking care of the environment. That's what his character is like, basically. The next one is, of course, Juvia and Gray. This character is a girl. Her magic is mist magic. Hold on, it's actually quite OP in the way that I described it. Hold on. She can turn herself into mist that can cover a massive area. When in this mist form, she can hear and see everything her mist touches, making her effectively omnipresent. She's God. She's God in mist form. Can manifest her body wherever her mist can reach. When she turns herself into mist, she can like move it up like a building, and then if it's there, she can then manifest herself on top of that building, so she can go anywhere her mist can reach, basically. Have you ever been to Silent Hill? Imagine Silent Hill, except the mist is a character and it's listening to you and it can see you, it can hear you, like, you know? It can pass through cracks in walls and fill out locks to create keys. This magic is non-combative. She cannot attack with it. It's just great for reconnaissance. So there's no way for her to like attack someone with it. Obviously I thought, oh, what if she could like make someone breathe in her mist and then manifest it? But that's like horror. It's not an attack magic. Not all magic has to be attack magic. She can sneak into pretty much any. If there's a gap in a wall, she can get through it. But if she ever had to do a heist, easy. She only used her magic between the temperatures of 0 degrees Celsius and 30 degrees Celsius, or in other words 32 degrees Fahrenheit and 86 degrees Fahrenheit, because it's mist is like water vapor. If it's too hot, it will like fully evaporate, and like because of the heat it's like gone, right? And if it's too cold, it like freezes. It will freeze. Like it's too. It has to be like a comfortable temperature for the mist to stay misty. If it's not the right temperature, she cannot use it, which is hilarious to me. It's like, use your magic. She's like, I can't, it's too hot in here. And the last one is Gajeel and Levy. Their son is speech magic. And hold on, all you Jujutsu fans, that's not what I mean. It's not. He can use his voice to do different things depending on the volume and the tone. So if he mixes and matches the volume and the tone, it will do something different each time. Low volume plus high tone allows him to make an object float. If the volume is low and the tone is low, he can heal things. Because you know how like healing vibrations can heal you. It's like vibrational healing. So if he does like a low tone at a low volume, he can like heal wound, like really minor wound, nothing like Wendy can do. High volume and a high tone, it's just a sonic screech. It'll just deafen you, and you can't really function when your eardrums are getting blown out. High volume and a low tone, it's like a shockwave / blast. Like, it's just like Black Bolt from DC. Black Bolt from Marvel. It's just that, basically. So those are the 3 characters that I came up with. For Juvia and Grey, I imagine their daughter looks like both of them equally. But with Natsu and Lucy's son, he's gonna look like his mom. It's gonna be Howl from Howl's Moving Castle, basically. So I'm gonna draw them, and then I'll get back to you. Goodbye. So that's my design for Natsu and Lucy's son done. My design philosophy when doing this was to avoid all tropes. So the main tropes that I ignored when designing designing him was not giving him pink hair. Whenever someone designs Natsu and Lucy's child, they always give them pink hair, and I've kind of seen it so much. I just said no pink hair, no thank you. Natsu is so, the pink hair is his thing. He's iconic because his hair, well, it's not pink, it's salmon. Natsu is iconic because his hair is salmon. Giving that hair to the next gen feels like it takes away from it. I know Idalas Natsu's child has pink hair. I don't care. That's Idalas. We don't care about them. I mean, we do, but like that's not them. Also, the second one is making their personality similar to their parents. His personality, I don't think he'd be similar to his parents. He'd have like a mixture. No shit. I think he'd be more tactical, because remember, he carries around lacrimas because he might not always be next to the nature that he needs to summon or create a monster, so he carries around lacrimas. I gave him glasses because we know characters who wear glasses are smart, and also you wouldn't expect Natsu's child to wear glasses, hence I gave him glasses. Hot take, I don't think Natsu would give his child his scarf, because why would he do that? It's his. He can bestow his child a new heirloom. Why is he going to give the scarf to his child who doesn't even have Dragon Slayer magic? Idalas Natsu, he didn't even have a scarf, so his daughter, they just gave him a scarf because, I don't know, design theory to make so you know that she's related to a Natsu. But why would real Natsu give his child his scarf other than for fan service? Like, realistically, why would he do that? Like, he's still alive, he still wants to wear it. Maybe like when he's dead they can have it, but generally speaking, why would he want to do that? He wouldn't. He'd be like, no, this is mine, I can buy you one. You can have your own scarf. This is my scarf. This is the scarf of the salamander. This is not the scarf of the salamander's child. What else? His colour scheme, I tried to keep it a bit on the lighter spectrum. So like purple, the opposite of purple is yellow, but I hate yellow. And also his hair is already yellow, so I made it orange. And he looks a bit sporty, but he looks both nerdy and smart, but also like he'll get into a scrap. Like, it looks like he's ready to fight, but he's also ready to sit down and read some literature, you know? That's what I was going for. I was going for a nerd who can beat the fuck out of you. And I think I succeeded. I think it looks cool. On to the next one. So I just finished drawing my design for Gray and Juvia's child. Let me explain my word. Let me explain my thought process behind her design. So I was very inspired by Juvia's design when she got turned into like that rock and roll demon. I thought that was cool. But I also followed the trope of not following the trope of making them too similar to their parents. So I imagined, because Juvia was like the whole gloomy one and Grey is like the nonchalant one, what if I make her the very optimistic, the very outgoing, the very extroverted one of the new next gen group. So she looks like a bit of a punk girl. You can't see it, but she's wearing a white beanie on her head because I don't know why. Her design is a little bit asymmetrical. We love asymmetry. The yellow cape thingy is a nod to Coraline. It's a rain jacket because her mum's the rain woman and her dad is ice, so their family is very water themed. And when you think of a character in water, especially a young character, you think yellow jacket, so that's where I got that from. So yeah, her mist abilities, you wouldn't really think of that when you see her because she's wearing so much black. I wanted to stray away from just only blue, have black as well. She looks very almost gothic. I like that though. I like it. I think she's cool. And like the front of her hair is Juvia's hair colour, but then the back is like her dad's hair colour. Because I wanted it to be a mix and match. I wanted her to look like both of her parents rather than just one. That's another issue I see with next gen designs. They make them look like one or the other of their parents, when no, make them look like both at the same time. That's allowed. You can do that. Anyways, I'm going to do Gajeel and Levy's son next. So I just got done designing Gajeel and Levy's son, and to be honest, I did follow the trope of having the child look like one of the parents, but that's only because Gajeel has a really cool design and I couldn't leave that out. His one's just pretty laid back. It doesn't really give you a good sign into what his magic is, which I think is a good thing. I don't think every character you should be able to tell what their magic is just by looking at them. It should be a surprise, you know? So he's very laid back. I thought about giving him a microphone as a weapon, but then what's the microphone plugged into? It wouldn't make sense to be screaming into a microphone and then there's no speakers. So, no. Those are my 3 next-gen character designs for Fairy Tail that I just randomly came up with and wanted to share. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I made one last drawing of them together and you can watch the speed draw now.